knowing when and where you're going to fight. DP ulti up, right, group up as 5. We're all together. How does Mineski defend? They don't have any massive team fight outside of a blink RP. Everything else is much more finicky and difficult to get off, whereas the Pango is very straightforward. You go in a straight line. It's very simple.
The flip side to that too, though, is that if you're playing around those big ultis, you want to all be together. So if you have a lineup that's built around pickoff, and you take one of those cogs out of the machine, then suddenly you can't make that push happen. And that's where like Lionfinger Laguna can come out and sort of make your push a little bit harder to get at the exact timing that you want it.
It's why I love the fact they've got Beastmaster DP and Shadow Shaman. We used to see it a lot with like Shadow Shaman DK DP, where you'd cycle your ultis.
Right.
So you'd use like, you know, Death Prophet Exorcism for a tier 1, then you'd have like maybe a third or half the duration for a tier 2. You've got Serpent Wards for the tier 2 to really consolidate that objective.
And they're just barely able to connect on, going to drop the exorcisms. Now the shackles to follow afterwards. And KP still living. All right, he goes down.
Jeez.
Well, all good things get turned around again afterwards as they lose the Morphling up in the top lane, and now also this exorcism is going to start to wear out pretty soon.
Yeah, they would have loved to get that pick and convert it into an objective, the tier 1 bottom, most importantly, but I don't know if they'll be able to finish it off. Exorcism will wear off when the tower's like half HP.
Yeah, the Radiant used Glyph before for some reason.
And they're not TPing bottom. Okay.
So trade-off there. Don't quite get blasted on the tower.
So that's, you know, 30, 40 seconds without the Pango pushing forward aggressively.
And they also use the Shadow Shaman ward, so they can go for objectives. The first row should die after the next fight. Whoever gets a pick off, PA has Vlad. Maybe they're just waiting for a Deso. That's going to be way easier with the Deso. She's going to farm it in the next minute or two.
But yeah, nowadays you get many more chances with Greaves, with Crimson Guard, Vlads, all these kind of new or buffed up aura items. You can hit multiple timings later down the line with these kinds of drafts.
Poor Slayer. Wait, the RP, what's happening in this fight? They find themselves another.
Good false promise.
And it's going to be able to keep the Death Prophet alive for a little bit, but he's eventually going to die as well. Doomed everything.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know what happened. Man, Mineski, like, this is the thing, too, is that when there's this chaos happening, it feels like they always know the right target to go on. They're like, all right, we can wait on killing that Oracle because Death Prophet shows for a second. Iceberg? Nah, he's good. He's good. He's good.
They have the high ground now.
There's the BKB on the PA and
still have a minute and 40 seconds left on that Aegis.
The trouble is the high ground that the Pango are holding is not their base high ground.
Yeah, there's kind of some things going on off to the side here. You could throw out the adaptive strike for the long duration stun. But yeah, right now it's feeling kind of rough. Febby is waiting behind. He has the smoke going. The Ghetto Shadow Blade, but they find the Hex, and now the Shackle's on the low ground. Not bad, but Moon can interrupt the Blade Strike Ray. Now Febby backs out, rooted for the moment. If the Pango step too far up, they could potentially get grouped all together for the big RP. They're looking for the opening. They don't even need the dang thing. The RP connects onto 2. They pull them both back in and die, and GG is called Eto Gigi.
Yeah, I love when teams are calling GG. They realize that nothing can be done in this game instead of playing it for the next like 3-4 minutes for no reason.
Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ESL One Mumbai 2019. We're taking a look here at the game. We're in the game, and it is Mineski versus Keen Gaming. And Keen Gaming have a very good draft. And Mineski, what do you guys think?
Have a better draft.
Really?
Keen Gaming has a better draft.
No, Mineski have a better draft.
For sure. Because I was thinking about the draft that the Keen Gaming has, and I don't know what I'm going to say these famous words, win condition is. Because I don't see them taking objectives. Maybe they can just try to grab some kills, snowball, keep playing aggressive, but I'm not sure if they have heroes for it. Like Phantom Assassin will need some time to actually join the fights. Same goes for Troll Warlord. It's a mid-Troll Warlord, so he's going to build into like different kind of a build, no Battle Fury, I assume, or anything.
Man,
those odds are insane, actually.
Yeah, I'm to go log into something.
just AFK real quick there, Kate. See you in a little bit.
Yeah,
that's
right,
fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it does look like down here, contention for the bounty runes. Also, Tiny is heading up top where he's going to try and steal one away as well. We'll see if Keen Gaming are able to get him. They get 2. Ajit steals it away. So they will be Mineski picking up 2 and Keen Gaming picking up 2.
Definitely feels like Keen need to snowball the heck out of their lanes.
Yeah.
If they don't win 2 out of the 3, honestly, I just don't see them having much of a chance this game unless they have sickeningly good vacuum impel combos from their Darkseer Nyx.
Well, and in the meantime, Moon is just going to get the business handed to him here.
There will actually be an off-lane Tiny, and Enigma will play position 4. He shared the Ring of Region.
And he's got the
Tiny.
clarities, yeah?
Yep.
Interesting.
Now with the BKB.
That right there is why you always double ward areas.
Yeah.
That's why the best teams will always ward, one deep and one a little shallow in the jungle. So it's a false sense of security. Winter Wyvern de-warded one of the obs. Thinks, fine, it's time to go smoke. They get spotted by the second one.
And look at Nyx Assassin. He's doing this on purpose. He's just trying to buy time. He sees that Ninja Boogie does not have a single sentry ward. Dust is popped.
Not going to find him. Well, they just TP out now, and another smoke wasted. And now Keen Gaming potentially in a position to make this happen for themselves. They have the jump in coming from Old Chicken. He spots out Febby. Who else are they going to get? KP able to get the blink away, but still Febby hiding in the trees. And Ajit in the middle of everybody. Avalanche toss. They take down the Nyx. Kaka's dead, and now going to also be able to go with the X Torrent boat. Connects now onto Darkseer. They're trying to find Ninja Boogie on the other side, but KP is also in the area. Keen Gaming need to be careful. All these other fights have been very back and forth, but this one is looking very heavily into the favor of Mineski. If they can keep it up, Torrent lifts up Old 11 yet again, who's trying to run, trying to hide. There's no hiding from that Malithus.
Finally, Mineski realized that they're strong once they go as 5 laner in a good position, so now they can go and take some objectives.
A little unfortunate for the Keen that they didn't get the jump on the Enigma. KP did very well just to have that, the threat of the black hole. He was hiding in the fog, making sure that no one could see him.
Oh, they will lose 4 bounty runes on top of it. 7,000 net worth lead for Mineski.
I thought that the PA was going to jump on the Tiny there.
They did not see him. They lost the vision. Nyx Assassin used Carapace. He stunned him. His Blink Dagger was still ready, but they did not see him.
Got it. Yeah, Febby's been playing this position sort of 3.5 really well. Feels like he's had a very good game for himself. But Maelstrom now done for this troll. Old Chicken.
They need damage into Cold Embrace.
Yeah.
Also to clear out, Eidolons and Helm Creeps and all of that good stuff. You've got to play off your Winter's Curse. But look at the positioning from Keen. So nicely spread.
Now Ajit tries to kill off the creeps. They're spread out so far apart from each other. Old Chicken looking for Ninja Boogie, who's hiding away in the trees, and they are going to find him. This is a pretty good one. If they can blow up the Darkseer in time, they will find that kill. Nice. But now what are you going to do? The buyback comes. There is not another answer. Black Hole immediately cancels. Okay. Refresher used again. This is pretty decent for them. They don't find the bash, and they are going to be able to not find the kill. The battle trance or something. I don't even know. He just healed up through it all. It didn't matter. They live. Troll buys back into this fight. They try and have a toss, but it's not going to be enough.
That
Old Chicken is going in for the kill. Well and truly unstoppable. As they bought back, TP into the fight. Troll Warlord finds the kill. Triple kill and GG.
Like beautiful stuff from Keen. Honestly, they put on a clinic on kiting. That was really, really well done from them. But we have to say Mineski fell apart in that mid game. They started playing too passively. They didn't get that 5-man push going.
Definitely owning when it comes to the cosmetic. Like their VS has the wings. It looks beautiful. Even the Ridgeback Ursa. The Deuce has got every single cosmetic known to person. Febby's glistening. The Doom has that huge ass hand. He just rips it up, and yeah. The Team on the other hand, very disappointing. Apart from their monkey.
Because they're just Dota players, Toby. All right, us in NA, we don't care about any fancy swords. We're just trying to play some Dotes.
You don't need the bling.
Getting into the draft, I like what Team tried to do. Their draft was open until that very last pick. But the issue I have is that it's an envy spec. So it becomes, okay, do we want to lean a mid? Do we want a last pick Gunner's Hero? The problem is they need this last pick to do so much and they're unable to edit their draft in any other manner, that it feels like they don't have a perfect last pick. I think that Monkey King's nice, but we're going to need one of those like mid-1 level performances from Gunnar. He's got to dominate his lane and then start rotating, taking over the map. And that's so difficult against these Silence and Mineski. And a Medusa mid isn't really a super favorite matchup for Monkey King anyway.
Try and trade. They actually use the Mass Serpent Wars to push the tier 2 tower on bottom lane. This is just a free ticket for Mineski to go high ground.
That's very tough to stop as well. You have no envy. He will be respawning with all of his cooldowns up. I think Mineski might want to just take tier 3 and get out of here. But hey, they have Aegis. Then maybe stay confident. They do have BKB on Ursa as well.
X, Ursa, Shackles, looking for the extra control, but once again, Febby is there, ready to jump forward. Newsham, he does the best he can. Gunnar into the wound. Cox him by! Febby move in for the dunk. Here's the perfect Echo Slam, cancels all the stun control, and Eternal Envy. This man is stoned. Underneath the racks, he'll go down. Mass buybacks in from Team, but Ursa wants to keep fighting. The BKB may be down, but he's got the Aegis Immortal ready to go. So even if he dies here, they've still got more to fight with. So the Aegis pops. Here we go for round 2 of the Wukong's command. This time it does come off. They get the control stuns and the duel over on the Ursa. He doesn't have that quick stack up, so they get a huge kill. 675 gold for Brax, but they need more. They need this extra control, but Febby and KP, both with blinks, are able to outrun Team. Bombing, 2 heroes together. The Aegis Immortal will pop. Now into the Wukong's going to come by KP. He jumped in. He cancels it. Febby follows up with the Echo Slam. They have protection. And Envy, this damage output can finally start to kick in underneath the Wukong's command. Have they got the damage output? No, they definitely do not. They just lost their core so quickly. Envy is isolated on the bottom. And Deucer is arrived, which means this fight is over and maybe even the game. 77 seconds without Envy. He committed his buyback into that Daedalus, which is why there's nothing left in the tank. And maybe for Newsham as well. He's in the trees with no way to cut free. He will go down. That's all 5 heroes lost, and you've already got Deucer looking to finish it, attacking the tier 4 towers. This game, it really is over, and Styling with the man to dodge, and he even gives him the props. Back and forward. Have some fun, but Mineski, they have it. GG is called from Mike88. A 2-0 victory for Mineski, pushing them forward into that upper bracket final and guaranteeing a top 4 position at ESL One Mumbai.
It's also the first Omni Night. The Centaur.
Centaur for Navi. We know what you meant.
But it's the first Omni Night as well. So I know that KP has played it a fair amount in the past. He tends to go this really greedy build where he can just run at the enemy heroes and try and take a lot of the time.
What is that build?
They need. You go into like the drums, you can even go a Sanjin Yasha. If you get a ton of farm, you can even go Radiance, just take full advantage of the 90 damage talent that you get at level 15 if they want to end it earlier rather than later. And I really feel like that's the way they want to go about this, because the way that they like to build up this Juggernaut is going the Diffusal Blade. So it's a natural, counter. It doesn't change up your playstyle to try and counter the Wraith King in that way for Ajit.
I'm really interested to see what KP goes for, because it feels like to me the last time that we saw Omni being popular, and this was back when he still had Repel, a lot of it was about getting like phase drum Yules, so you still had maybe a little bit of control on. Okay, so both teams have a Radiance now.
Honestly, I think they'd just both be happy with that.
Ajit in a bit of a dangerous spot. We'll just go for the TP out. Oh, cancels the TP actually to keep on walking away. Okay, decides that he'd rather be up here. I guess that's why you force it. You stand there and you watch him complete the TP, right? Now a little bit of lockdown onto this Earthshaker. He's very, very, very close to his Blink Dagger, but Febby is going to get caught here and push to go. Moon's just charging in onto Chu, and he's just out of position. There's nothing that they can do to defend him, so that's the Shadow Shaman dead. Crystallize is sitting here just trying to aggro the creep wave off with the Radiance Brim, but they've got the Siege Creep also helping them out. Blizzy now jumps in. They look for the Juggernaut first, but there's just too much healing, and they've locked down the Centaur. Does have the Stampede to disengage, and it looks like Mineski will just let him walk away, but the Tier 3, 21 minutes into this game, Mineski, this is what their lineup is built to do, and they're just taking the racks.
Just the patience from Febby and Ninja Boogie as well, sitting right there on the backside. Got the threat of the Echo Slam and the Winter's Curse.
They're positioned exactly at the range that they need to be with the Fisher.
They're trying to
yeah, they're trying to
wrap around.
backstab them actually at the moment. They need to be a little bit careful. The Centaur's back there. Ajit does seem to suspect what's going on though. It's getting a bit split up. Moon in a bit of a dangerous situation, but he's so damn tanky. They've already lost life number 1 on the Wraith King, and Blizzy just dragging the Omni Slash over
Magical.
onto his other hero. Blizzy in big trouble, getting spun on by Ajit. He'll die. Over inside of the base, KP and Moon are just standing their ground. They kill off Crystallize. It's 2 dead. They do have buybacks available, but Na'Vi probably not interested in using them. They do still have tier 2 towers in both top and bottom, but are Mineski just going to keep on going here, Danog?
There's nothing stopping them. They're going to get this tier 2 in the bot lane as well. Probably going to take the Shrine. Well, I don't even know if they need to take the Shrine. They can just go on to this high ground straight away.
Yeah, the Dragon Knight is protected just by virtue of his tankiness. The Aegis of the Immortal is on the Juggernaut, so he's also safe and sound, and probably the most straightforward game of Dota that we've seen so far in this series.
Yeah, they should keep pushing right now. They've got all of their ultimates except the Elder Dragon form up in 5 seconds. Sorry, Omni Slash down for 80 as well. But you don't have the Mass Serpent Wards. You don't have the Reincarnation for another minute. And
If you're Na'Vi, what do? Do you have to wait out the Aegis? So they're trying to smoke up and make something happen, but again, I just don't think they have the damage.
Yeah.
What is that on the ground?
They're trying to catch Febby behind.
Okay.
Like just so
Again,
there's
the wraparound. Yeah, they want the supports, but Boogie's deep inside the trees. He's going to be difficult to get on top of. And the Echo Slam immediately onto 2. Febby's not going to let them anywhere near Ninja Boogie. Sends them both to their grave, and that is the GG called. It only takes 1 Echo from Febby, and that is going to be the series for Mineski as they move forward onto the grand final.
Fantastic positioning coming out from Mineski.